Hello, this is Florian, and for my science video on static electricity, we are going to be demonstrating the idea of friction causing static electricity. Inside this lab, how exactly are we going to show friction and cause the static electricity, you might ask? Well, we are going to show you by having a plastic bag left. The materials that you're going to need for this lab are a plastic bag, a towel or a cloth, and then a plastic rod, which I'm going to be using a broom rod because I don't really have.
In my lab, or demo, friction occurs, and static electricity then comes out of that friction. It happens due to the fact that when I rub the pole, the electrons are getting pulled to one side of the pole, the side of the pole that I'm rubbing, and then the other side gets all of the protons away because the towel has a positive charge, so then it attracts all the negative charges and repels all of the positives. I would know that this lab or demo actually worked and that the pole got a negative charge is that the actual bag levitates, or at least repels the pole. So in this part of the lab, I put the bag right above of a pole and I swayed it down, and to my surprise, actually, I didn't really know if this was going to work or not. It actually repelled it. When I swayed it towards it, it repelled it, which means that this is in fact successful and that it does work.
Okay, so the rest of the video will be explain where the GFCI outlet is, the three-prong plug, and the circuit breaker are going to be in my laundry room. Over here we have the three-prong plug, and we have the GFCI outlet, and then over here we have the circuit breaker. The circuit breaker here is used for if a current gets basically too big, then it automatically shuts it down. Over here you can use these switches to turn it back on. I'm not going to press any of them. I would, but there's nothing to do as there are no currents to do that on. Oh, the actual plug is also here. We are going to be talking about the GFCI outlet. GFCI in the outlet's term stands for Ground Fault Circuit Interrupter. Bit of a mouthful, but it does do exactly what its title suggests it does. It interrupts the circuit. It basically, what this outlet does is it monitors the amount of current leaving and returning to the actual outlet, and then I'm guessing then the plug as well. If anything happens, like if there's too less of something, if the current is kind of like leaving basically, a tiny circuit breaker inside the thing, yes, there's a circuit breaker in there, would go off and would basically kind of stop everything. It can be reset by pushing a button on the outlet cover, which is, I'm guessing, last but certainly not least, we have the three-prong plug. It's called the three-prong plug because there's three parts of it, as you can see on the actual outlet. The last part on the bottom is for safety. The basically what this wire does is that in the case of a short circuiting, it will direct every part of like the rogue circuit down into the ground, which will be harmlessly absorbed, so crisis will be averted.